Hate it. Alright, so essentially this is gonna be one of those videos where like I'm gonna be sitting here talking a lot. I didn't make a promise, but I did state something in my Discord, and it's not going to fully, it's not gonna happen. Like I planned it out to be. Where did I get a basketball? I don't know, but I got a basketball. I know this probably sounds really bad, but this is all I got right now. The people who have been around for a little bit know I sold my PC to upgrade, but life is lifing right now. So as of right now, in order to get the PC that I want to get to stream, to make the quality of my stream better and play better games, the games that I want to play, I gotta wait, which is completely fine with me. I mean, it angers me a little bit on the inside, but I feel like I'm completely fine with, you know, taking being patient and just, you know, letting time do its thing in order for me to actually get the one that I've needed. I mean, to be honest, over the past year, I've done what I've done and I've learned a lot. I feel as if I need something much better than what I had in order to really be able to do what I want to do. My tech and the things that I had was kind of holding me back, I feel as if. But recently, what I've been doing, since I haven't streamed in, a week or two now, which is crazy. I've been doing absolutely nothing but working. I've been working, and then I've also been hooping a lot more. I've been having fun hooping. I know I had just came back to fucking making content, so I'm very upset. I've been having a lot of fun with it too. So the thing is that when I have these breaks, you know, usually it's because of the fun aspect. It's the reason I do this, and this is gonna literally cause me to, you know, fall into a bunch of other shit. I make content because I find it fun and I enjoy doing it. There's no other reason why. If there were other reasons, I wouldn't be doing it anymore, to be completely honest. I feel as if the streaming industry, the YouTube industry, whatever the fuck, it is so watered down right now. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, hold on. I mean, I've had these conversations with everybody down there, it feels like now. And it's starting to get to the point where it's like, fuck, can you niggas just stop? Cause like, bro, although there's so many people out there who make content because they love it, there's so many others who do it for the wrong reasons, and it ends up just not working out, or they just fall out of love with it because there was no love, because they didn't have any love for it in the first place. Now, I may sound like a little bit of a hater when I say that shit, but it's the truth. There are so many people out there right now who make content for the wrong fucking reasons, and it is what it is, man. It makes it harder as somebody who truly wants to, not only in the aspect of like it's a competitive thing and like you gotta grow more than this person. It's not that to me. What it is for me is more of a fact that making content nowadays is so mainstream that it's hard to tell people that you make content, or it's hard to tell people that you stream and shit. Like in the real world. Because to people who don't make content nowadays, content is so mainstream, it's almost to the point to where you're kind of weird or cringy if you make content. But for me, it's just a situation where I wanted to do this for a long time. I wanted to do this since I was a child. Like, I just never had the money to do so, or the ability to just go out and make. I mean, I did what I could when I was, I think, 12, 11 years old. I made a YouTube channel. I made this YouTube channel and gave 70 subscribers just from telling people, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel in elementary school. Like, it's something I've been wanting to do. I used to they're not up now, I deleted them. I can't find them, I don't know how. But I used to fucking open up toys and fucking review them. Whatever the fuck. This is when I was 11 years old. I'm 19 now. Like, whatever the fuck. That's in the past, but by the way, if you're new here, my name is Cameron Jones. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't watch the rest of this video. Go check out my other videos first and then come back here. I appreciate you. Decide on if you actually like me or not as a content creator. Don't watch this video yet. That's out of the way. Again, I mean, I feel so serious. My AC just turned on. I hope that's not loud. It probably is loud as fuck. Anyways, I mean, it's getting a little warm outside. I'm gonna keep it on. Other than that, bro, I wanted to come on here and talk about just my life in general. My life in general over the past few years have been like it's been everything but expected, if that makes sense. Like everything that's happened has kind of been unexpected, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I've been extremely blessed over the past few years, in certain ways, of course. You know, nothing super crazy, but I'm extremely grateful for everything that's happened so far. I mean, I moved out the house at 19. I got a spot with my best friends, since middle school, and it's as much as I could complain about things, I'm so fucking grateful. Like when it comes to school and when it comes to, you know, my job, where I'm working or where I'm living at, you know, it can be better. But it's a situation where over the course of time, I've truly have learned to just understand and be grateful and just be accepting of what I have. On top of also understanding my limitations. So over the past year of making content, I had an issue, and I still have issues, and I'm going to talk about it, but I had an issue with overworking myself. So like I said, I went into college in 2024. The fall of 2024 was my very first semester in school. And I ended up, you know, I signed up for 6 classes, was full-time student, was also working a full-time job. I was unaware of how difficult that was going to be, but I fucked around and found out real quick. What might I say? I appreciate my advisors. Guys, why was I not made aware? Like, I worked a full-time job. Holy shit, that was insane. Please, bro, god damn. And I know nobody's gonna see this most likely, but like, holy fuck, we gotta make that more clear. Cause I was not prepared to do that shit. I took 6 classes and was working a full-time job at one. Holy shit, we need to make sure that don't happen to nobody. I don't wish that shit on nobody. That first semester went through, it was fucking hell, but I did the best that I could. And then winter break came around. And winter break is when this shit started. So I went home and I was spending a lot of time with family, and I thought to myself, I was like, you know, I've always wanted to make content. You know, I think the last time I had really made any content before this was, when I first started college, I started a YouTube channel called Veneration, or V3. I started it with some of my buddies, my best friend from middle school, Apollo, and Rose. Rose is in the video. I'll probably show a clip or a picture of the channel right now, but when we were making that content, it was very fun, but it was very one-sided. I was essentially doing everything when it came to like the editing, and that shit comes it comes with a toll. It takes a toll, man. I think we only got two videos up. I know we got some shorts up in the TikTok too, whatever the fuck, Instagram. We did all that shit, but it didn't last long at all. It felt as if, to me, everybody wasn't really on the same page. We didn't really all want to do it for real. And then after that had happened, that's when that fall semester we went home and Christmas break happened. And over Christmas break, I was like, yo, I had fun doing it. It didn't really work out how I wanted it to work out, but I still want to make content. That being said, I went home Christmas break and I ordered me a fucking PC. Never had a PC before, knew nothing about PCs at the time, and just ordered one off Amazon. Luckily, the $700 PC that I ordered off of Amazon actually wasn't that bad. It can run games, but if you watch my Twitch stream and you see me try to play some of the heavier games, it's fucking impossible. So, which explains why I'm working to get a new PC as of right now. Sadly, like I said earlier, it's not gonna be here as soon as I thought. I got life and priorities that I gotta fucking prioritize. So, yeah, as far as the content thing, man, I got my PC and I just jumped on it, bro. I mean, I ordered the things that I needed. I got the PC, I got the microphone, keyboard, second monitor. I just went fucking crazy. I mean, and from then on, man, I remember my base community pretty much came from my first month of streaming. I mean, I was so dedicated. and I worked so hard to hit affiliate on Twitch. And obviously at the time I wasn't really focused on YouTube videos, but I was so dedicated to growing on Twitch, and I ended up hitting affiliate in April of 2025. What I realized about myself is I quickly turned into a numbers person. So I was all about numbers and like, you know, wanting to learn how this shit works and that works, algorithm, whatever the fuck. When it came to numbers and, you know, the possibility of growing when it came to content, I just fucking went insane, and I was watching videos every day and trying to learn new things all the time. Calm down. It started to take a toll on me towards the middle of that year. Obviously, summer came around, and summer of 2025 was probably my best. Was probably when I was at my best when it came to streaming consistency, and that's when I also started actually making YouTube videos. So that was probably my best, you know, overall, like when growth wise. But mentally I was fucked up because at the time, after that spring semester 2025, I genuinely I needed time from school because I really wanted to focus on the content thing. So what ended up happening was that summer went by. Great summer when it came to content creation, by the way. I mean, it was fucking awesome. You know, met a lot of new viewers, did a bunch of different shit, marathons, whatever, felt cool. Then comes around back in the fall time, it's now almost a year later since I had first started streaming, and I was now gonna move into this place. So we move into this place, and I had to make the decision to take a semester off of school. And doing this, I think, helped to an extent, a very small extent. And I say that because I didn't do it correctly. I took time off from school. I talked to my dad about it because I was very nervous about, you know, talking to him. I talked to my dad about it without talking to my mom. And not talking to my mom, I think, took a very big toll on me. Because I always grew up, you know, my parents are some of the closest, or the two of the closest people to me in my life. So not talking to both of them was hard. And the reason I talk to my dad is because he's a lot more understanding when it comes to things like this. I'm not saying that my mom is she's not understanding or whatever, but you got to give her time. And I really just didn't want to disappoint her. If I can go back in time, I would definitely have talked to both of them. Because, I mean, it was just a semester, and look at me now, I'm back in school doing well. But I just wanted to take that time out to try and focus on content to see what happened. But genuinely, and I don't want to make any excuses, but I genuinely feel as if I didn't capitalize off the situation as I should have, because in the back of my mind, the whole time was, you know, I was pushing myself so hard to try and do things that I would get burnt out. So although I wasn't in school, I was literally just working and making content. I burnt out more than I ever did before, simply because the back of my mind, I'm like, I need to figure something out. I need to be successful in this shit, you know, right now. You know, it felt like, I don't know why I was doing it to myself, but because I wasn't being 100% truthful to my parents, my mom, it held me back. Somebody who I felt as if is somebody who really motivates me a lot, I couldn't speak to them about it. You know, my parents, they know about, my dad for sure knows about me making content, but it's not a situation where like they fully understand or fully know what I'm doing. I mean, my dad knows, and this is the truth, I have made money off of Twitch. My dad sees it. He sees he can see like my bank statement. I'm still 19, motherfucker. I know I grew a beard. I'm not stressed out, by the way. I'm great. I'm just growing my beard. I want to see how it looks my first time. I'm good. I'm doing good, man. But I'm just, you know, coming to a lot of realizations. Yeah, my dad, he can see on my statements, shit, I'm still under his little bank account, you know, student or whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, man, that me not talking to my mom, I think really hurt it hurt me, you know, when it content wise, and just, you know, trying to hit my goals, you know, because although, you know, I don't talk to my parents every single day, I'm very close with them, and not being able to talk to my mom about it, or, you know, just not being 100% truthful with her, it was hard, because in the back of my head, like I said, it felt as if it was like a, you know, do or die situation, where when it came to content, because I had all that, I mean, a semester may not seem like a lot, but it's a long time. It's a lot of time, you know? So I felt like I really had to make something break or make something crack, you know? And nothing really happened, mainly because I just wasn't consistent. Not a lot of content got pushed out. In fact, I haven't posted a TikTok since September of last year, if I believe. It might be August. I'm pretty sure it was September. And I had that whole semester off. So from August, September, October, November, December, nothing really happened. It was a lot of inconsistency and just really just dealing with my own mental health and, like, you know, what was really going on. It wasn't easy. But, you know, with me being back in school now, after that whole semester, taking time off and, you know, trying to do my thing, but not being able to, just because of my mind. Now that I'm back in school, I'm working, I was also doing content. Whole month of January, I did well, or I think February. February was really nice. It was a good month, did well. I feel better with not having all that weight on my shoulders. Although I have a lot on my plate when it comes to my responsibilities and things that I need to do, now that I'm back in school and working and trying to do content, I still feel better. Now that obviously I sold my PC and I'm looking to make an upgrade, like I said earlier, I'm slightly angry, but, you know, I just gotta accept it. I gotta be grateful and, you know, understand and just let it work itself out. But other than that, I think there's one more thing that I want to talk about, and it's something I've never spoke about on camera, you know, not on stream, on YouTube or anything. And I spoke about this to a few of my friends, but I don't know what to call it, and I'm not gonna self-diagnose myself. But that's social anxiety. I don't know how somebody who could have social anxiety would want to make content. I don't know if that's a normal thing in the content world. I don't feel like I've really heard anybody talk about it. I mean, obviously, when it comes to social anxiety, I know a lot of content creators, you know, they tend to struggle when it comes to, you know, handling themselves in person, or, you know, speaking to others in person about certain things or whatever the fuck it is. But with me, I don't know if it's social anxiety, but I feel like it's a little different. So obviously when I'm on stream or I'm making a YouTube video, or like right now, I mean, there's a few times I had to, you know, stop and I just breathe, because I get a little ahead of myself. But when I think of social anxiety, you know, like I said, I think of the things that I said when it comes to, you know, people in person, you know, talking to others, or, you know, interacting with others when it comes to certain things or whatever. For me, I have an issue, and I've had the issue since I started making content. It was an issue that I didn't know I had until I started making content, and that's, my head is always something I'm always thinking about is, if this person or another person, or if you guys like me or will like me or enjoy what I do, enjoy what I make. And that's always a question. I don't know if that's social anxiety or not, but I've talked to friends about it. And it's not just that, but it was also like going back to my days in high school. You know, I was on a football team. I wasn't the most popular person in the school whatsoever. I wasn't the most popular person. But the thing is that I would say I was well known. I mean, I feel like most of the people in my school knew me. It was just a situation where nobody in my school knew me, if that makes sense. Like, you know, yeah, I know who Cam is, but I don't really know who Cam is. And I would say I can probably count on one hand the amount of people who really know or really knew who I am. People I would hang out outside of school with, you know, I'm not gonna say any names, but there's not a lot of people who really know me or really knew me. Even though I was known, nobody really knew me, if that makes sense. It's completely on me. I mean, obviously, it can't be on anybody else, but it's a situation where I get nervous and I get very scared to, you know, be myself around people. It was a lot of times where around certain people I would tend to, you know, change my personality or change who I am or how I am. And I don't know why. There's a few people who know how I am. If you ask a certain person, they may say I'm a very goofy, energetic person who it's just nice to be around. And then you ask another person, they might have never heard me speak a word. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't very, you know, I never really put myself out there, and it was simply because I didn't know. I was scared to be myself around people. I don't know what that's called. Like I said, I don't know social anxiety, and it's kind of hard for me to come on here and talk about it because this is gonna be going out to the public, and again, I'm kind of nervous about what people think about me. But when it comes to my content, bro, when it comes to my, you know, YouTube videos or streaming, it's kind of different for me. I feel as if it's very easy to be myself because I'm not. You know, the thing is that I guess what it is when somebody's watching you on YouTube or Twitch or whatever it is, TikTok, whatever social media platform you use, if somebody sticks around, it kind of that question kind of answers itself. You know, if somebody sticks around and watches you and comes to watch you every night, you know, I would kind of hope that they like you. You know, it would only make sense. I mean, obviously, once you grow, you know, you start to get, you know, people who may dislike you or feel a type of way about you. But at a smaller level like I am, that's not really the case. If somebody comes to you and watches you, you know, it pretty much means they like you, they fuck with you. So I think that's the reason why I'm so comfortable on camera. Obviously it was kind of hard for me in the beginning, but you know, I kind of got it down pretty quickly. But there are things that, you know, outside of, you know, when it comes to my consistency or, you know, anything like that, there's many reasons, and I feel like I've never talked about. Obviously that being one, and the other things that I said. When it comes to just real life priorities and responsibilities, on top of, like I said, the social anxiety thing, which I still don't know if that's what it is, but I'm trying my hardest to get over it. It was a time where I was locked in. I mean, it was YouTube videos every other day, streaming every day, 3 TikToks a day, locked in. And I feel like, you know, especially my TikTok, because of how rapidly a TikTok can grow and TikTok videos can, you know, get pushed out. A lot of people that I knew in high school saw it. Going to TikTok and posting my content was hard in itself in the beginning because I knew people from high school would see it. That was very difficult. So me being able to do that, I was shocked at myself, but it's just a situation of, you know, me trying to get back into that mode and get back into that, you know, that space of mind of just not caring, you know. But it's hard. It really is difficult for me to do that. But I'm working on it. But other than that, I mean, like I've said, man, life, first of all, I mean, like I said, man, life hasn't been the easiest, but I'm so fucking grateful for everything. I'll say this shit, bro, being an adult is fucking expensive, dog. Like 2 years ago, I didn't have to worry about half the fucking things that I have to worry about. This shit ain't easy, dog. But I mean, I like to live a certain way. I don't have to live this way. I promise you, if I had to go back home and live with my peoples and not have to worry about bills, they wouldn't make me pay any bills. That's the type of parents they are. but I like to live a certain type of way. You know, I'm very grateful. Life wasn't always easy growing up, but you know, when it comes to back home, things are definitely better than they once were. That's a story for another time though, but I mean, that's essentially it, man. Before I end this video, let me go ahead and show you guys. So obviously before I sold my PC, I had plans for the month. Hopefully nothing is, I'm not exposing myself. It's not too dirty or whatever the fuck. But I have my calendar. This is essentially what I do every month. I'm definitely more consistent with it now. But this was my March 2026, man. Spring break currently. I haven't marked off the week yet, but what day is it today? I think it's Thursday. I don't have to yet. But it's spring break. But this is essentially what I do, man. You see my monthly goals, new PC. I believe I sold it a few days ago. It hasn't been too long, but I'm working on it. As you can see, this wanted to get 3 TikTok videos. It's gonna be kind of hard to do without having a PC and being able to game and make content and shit. But you know, there's alternatives that I might try to look into, whatever the fuck. But yeah, content. You see word of the month there. Content, not content. Content. Content is a difference, guys. To feel satisfied, peaceful, and happy with your current life or circumstances, be at ease, accept what you have, which is something that I've had to learn over time, seriously. Because I'm such a hard-working person. I'm such a go-getter to the point to where it gets very unhealthy. Very unhealthy to the point to where, you know, I might burn out or whatever the fuck. I wanted to sit down, or not sit down, I guess I'm standing up. But I wanted to just get on here and explain what the fuck is going on. I can't tell you the last time I posted on my YouTube channel, but I'm excited to get back to it. I mean, it's just the opportunities are finna open up. I got a busy year. It's gonna be an extremely busy year, rest of the year at least. In a few months, I'm moving out of this place. I'm getting a new spot by myself. New opportunities, new everything, whatever the fuck. I don't know how to fucking say these goddamn shits, but I'm excited for everything, bro. I'm so excited. I'm just like, my words can't explain, but I appreciate, you know, all the people who have stuck around. Again, I'm a smaller creator. I'm not known yet, but you know, that's the goal. You know, but at the end of the day, it's not about any of that for me. It's really just continuing to have fun, because if I don't continue to have fun, I'm probably not gonna continue to do this. That's not why I do this. So yeah, but it's safe to say that I fucking enjoy doing this shit. Realistically, I'll probably always enjoy doing it. I mean, I'm just a gamer at heart, so I look at it as, and from the jump, I've always looked at it as, if I'm going to game, might as well, you know, do something with it. So that's the plan. I'm doing something with it, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun. So hopefully soon I can get things squared away when it comes to, you know, getting my equipment back where it needs to be, better than what it was, and we'll be back on track, man. Yeah, like I said, if anybody's still watching the YouTube videos, I appreciate y'all. Or, you know, if there's any new people who's here for fucking some odd reason, I hope you checked out the other videos, my older videos before this shit. If you did, hopefully you liked it. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.